Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Stranded Alien Dawn, where today it's all going to be about the balloon. There's going to be a lot of red hot ballooning action going on today everybody, so we're going to try as best we can to go out there in the balloon and just clear up all the expeditions that we haven't quite got round to looking at yet. They are beginning to pile up a bit, and I think we do need to work our way through them, because there could be all sorts of wonderful things out there that we haven't gone to pick up yet because we've not popped over in the balloon. So if we go and take a look at the expedition, so not counting that one there, which is always there when you have a balloon, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 expeditions out there that we haven't gone to look at yet, and there could be all sorts of amazing things out here. And just flicking through them, I think there is only one that has a time limit on it. That one there, the shooting star. So that's going to expire in about 4.5 days. But other than that, the others are just going to be there until we pop over and have a look, which is quite handy indeed. But there could be all sorts of amazing things. I mean, we're likely going to get a weapon from that. That could be very useful. Some handy bits and bobs from these 3. They're all kind of spaceship debris. So that could be anything. That could be fuel or scrap metal or possibly medicine or even electronics. That would be quite good if we could find those. That would be marvellous. That one there, they're not normally that exciting, I don't think. Aren't they normally sort of, fairly sort of basic resources like scrap metal or a big pile of ore or something? But you know what? Still quite handy. We'll go and grab it. And then that one there, who knows what's going to be there? I do not know what to expect when we go and look around the remains of a control module. So it could be very intriguing. So that, I think, should be our focus for the day. However, there is a little bit of an issue in that we have no fuel whatsoever. Absolutely none. None at all in storage. And I don't think the balloon has any either. So there is no fuel on site right now. There might be a tiny bit in the generator over there. Is there any there? There's 20 fuel in there. So that's all we have on site. And that's not enough to get the balloon flying. So I think let's get time ticking on. Who would like to go make some fuel? Because it's very, very important that we get that done. Because, we want to go and look around and see the world and pick up useful goodies. How are we looking for oil? Okay, there is 10 vegetable oil. So who would like to go and make some fuel out of oil? Nova is going to go and make some electronics, which is good. That's good. But maybe you could get the fuel done first. And then when the balloon's flying about, people could then go make the electronics. I think that sounds like a better option. So Nova, if you could craft some liquid fuel from there, that'd be amazing. And then Talas, that's the manure fuel station, isn't it? That's the place where nobody ever wants to go and work. But I think we should send you there. Can you please craft liquid fuel from manure? I'm so sorry, Talas. I'm so sorry. If you're angry with me, I get that, because nobody ever wants to go and do that. That's probably, I would say, the least desirable job in the entire of the base. So I do apologise, Talas. If you're angry with me, I'll accept that. I will take that. But here we go. So this could be a little bit of fuel. I think those should also be slowly fermenting some fuel, but it does take quite a long time. 62%. That's only 29%. That's even less. That's 11%. And that's 42%. Okay, so not very much at all. And also, one thing we do need to do, we need to turn these off for a while, because we don't want really to make any more carbon nanotubes. We want the fuel for the balloon. So how about we say, do you know what? Until you've got, like that, until you've got 20 carbon nanotubes. When you've got 20 carbon nanotubes, stop producing them, please, in the 3D printers. Oh, look, there's 25. That means we're not going to put the fuel into there. It can go directly into the balloon, which is good. And Talas did just put some into the balloon. There is now 20 out of 30 fuel in the balloon. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Put a little teeny tiny bit more fuel in there. That would be wonderful. We're a few bits and bobs down. Yeah, we do need quite a lot of electronics, don't we, to work on all the things that we told them to build last time. There are many things. Got wind turbines and solar panels and batteries and everything else. So electronics are important, and also fuel is important. We've scavenged some stuff. Hang on, we nearly finished that over here, haven't we? That was nearly finished. There we go. Right, this thing here. So we've finished scavenging, which I think is when you get all the kind of metal from it, or the scrap metal. So now, can we salvage it? And maybe is salvaging when we find, sort of electronics and weapons and clothing and fuel and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, go and salvage that now, please. Because that might contain some very useful bits and bobs. And we're scavenging that over there as well. There is a big bit of spaceship over there. There's a big chunk there. There's a big chunk there. So this kind of little valley here is looking pretty good for spaceship bits. It's just a little bit far away is all. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, if we could find some really good stuff over here, Vanessa, that would be marvellous. We found some synthetic material. It's not overly useful, but, okay, we'll take it, I suppose. Okay, a little bit of time has passed by. I rolled it on to the next morning, and look at that. Yokko, after having a bit of breakfast, is now making fuel out of manure. You're voluntarily doing that, Yokko. You are a superstar. Thank you very much. I mean, we did give you a gigantic big shooty robot. That was our gift to you. So I guess maybe the least you could do is craft some fuel out of manure. It's a very undesirable thing, but you know what? Somebody's got to do it, and you are doing it, Yokko. Right, there we go. That's 10 fuel. Carefully carry that over to the balloon, and now I think the balloon can go for a fly, which is wonderful. Okay, so let's get that one done first. Not overly exciting, but Nova, off you pop. Have a fun trip out to look at whatever's over there. I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, it could be something amazing. It could be some really handy resources, or maybe even, if we cross our fingers really hard and wish an awful lot, maybe it could be another survivor. That would be fantastic, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Whatever you come back with, it's going to be handy. I did just tell them to go and grab a lot of definitely not meat bananas, because I think we were running a bit low. So we're back up to 120 of those, which is pretty good. And we do have quite a lot of dried meat now. I think we've got, what do we have over there? So 322 dried meat is ready for the dogs to eat. And there's another 28 meat over here drying on the drying rack. So hopefully that will keep the dogs going for a long time. There's not that much in the food trough thing. There's not that much in there. So do we need to tell somebody to go and reload that? That might be handy. Okay, what we're going to do is that Yokko? So Yokko now also cooking. Yokko is crafting and cooking. I hope you washed your hands, Yokko. After the whole manure fuel thing, I hope you washed your hands a great deal. Yeah, if we could get some of the... Where is the meat? Where does the dried meat go? I'm not quite sure where we put the dried meat. Does it go in here? It might go in here, possibly. Oh, no, it's on these shelves here, look. It's on these shelves here. How long does that last? Frozen indefinite. Why are we not putting it in a freezer? Why is that not in a freezer? I feel like that should be a thing that gets frozen pretty much immediately. Why are we not accepting that? It's not. Does it count as raw food? Dried meat. Okay. Okay, how about then we put it into this one? Let's put dried meat into there and do not allow it to be stored on here. So meat, no dried meat on that one. None on that one, none on that one, none on that one. And that's a room. Okay, no, I don't want to click on the room, thanks. And none on that. Okay, so I imagine the drones might get to that. Yeah, so put that into there. There we go. Right, so that's now just in a pile on the floor. Okay, right, they've kind of zhushed things around a bit and it's fine. I visited the spot, but there was nothing of interest. How disappointing. Crickets, it's called. So she got there and there was just nothing. Okay. I mean, given that I kind of earmarked this video as, a load of exciting trips out in the balloon, that's not off to a great start, is it? That's not gone well. Okay, we found completely nothing and we wasted 30 fuel on a pointless trip. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, Yokko, sorry, I interrupted you, didn't I? Hang on a minute. Right. Crafting electronics is good, but are you able potentially to... Oh, they've put... Stop. No. The dried meat goes in the freezers. The dried meat goes in the freezers, please. But are you able to bring some food? That would also be quite good. Grab some food, load that up with food, bit of insect meat, bit of the other stuff, and there we go. And the dried meat has gone into there, which is pretty good. Right. Okay, lovely. Some stuff's going to rot away. One of our solar panels has gone wrong. Oh, we scavenged. Hang on, what's that? That's 2 of the power cells. Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good. That means I think we should be able to work on a few more laser pikes. Well, yeah, who actually is going to have a laser pike? I kind of feel like Nova should have the first laser pike because she goes out on, trips a lot. She's the person who goes out and looks for all the stuff. So Nova, would you like to grab yourself a laser pike? And then when you've done that, you can go to bed. But I think, yeah, you should have that because you're often out there doing fighty stuff. So yeah, maybe having some sort of fancy, definitely not a lightsaber type weapon would be quite useful. Well, there you go. You've got our very first laser pike. And also, can you grab yourself a decent pair of shoes? Yeah, grab yourself a decent pair of shoes as well, because those ones you've got are looking a tiny bit threadbare. So there we go. Can we look in here and see what we do have? They're a little bit falling apart. So dismantle that and dismantle that. Somebody go and take those apart as well when you get a moment. One of the wind turbines has gone wrong as well. What does that require? Just some alloys. Got loads of alloys. That's absolutely fine. Right. Okie doke. Let's let time tick on until the next morning when hopefully we can get enough fuel to go back out for another trip. Not quite sure where that's going to come from. Maybe the fuel could come from these barrel things, because that's slowly fermenting. Look, 83%, 84%. I mean, yeah, it takes a while, but it is getting there. And then that also needs some insect meat, which we now I don't think have. No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, pregnant animal. Yay. I haven't come up with a solution for this. I haven't found a solution for the animals. I can't really see any pleasant way of doing it. I mean, there are unpleasant ways of dealing with the animals. We could just send them away to the Grand Baker in the countryside. We could send them into battle, but they might get, attacked or slaughtered or killed or whatever, which would be sad. So I'm not quite sure what we do. At the minute, we're going to muddle through. I think somebody in the comments on the previous video did suggest looking through the mods, because there might be a mod to help out with that. I didn't look at that, actually. I should have looked at that before I started recording. But yeah, maybe we'll look at that for next time and just see if there's a mod that might possibly help us out a little bit. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, for now, Woofageddon is still very much on the cards. Okay, good news. The balloon is refueled and ready to go. So Nova, out you go to... I mean, which one do we pick? Oh, there's 3 trips to that one. Oh, okay, right. There's a lot more out here than I thought. Let's get that one out the way, shall we? Let's go and finally deal with the Armory base stuff, because, we might find some more weapons or so that could be handy. So Nova, off you pop to that one. That's an 8-hour trip out there. So that's going to be done, at about midnight-ish? Is that about right? 2 in the morning, possibly? We've scavenged some more scrap metal. That's all very handy. That is looking a bit low, actually. A bit low on the scrap metal. But yeah, we have got a lot of alloys. So I think we are turning it quite readily and easily into alloys. And that's what we need it for, really. We can't do much with the scrap metal on its own. So that's all good. Where is Nova? Nova, are you coming out on an expedition? Oh, you are. Okay, you just took a while to get there. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Hopefully you took sort of food and stuff with you. But okay, I wonder why it was taking so long. But okay, maybe she won't be done by 2 in the morning. It might be a little while, but never mind. Some stuff's going to rot away, but we can just get that back again. That's no problem at all. Did we actually finish work on anything at all which required the electronics? Didn't get any more of those in and any more of those in. Did we put some into a battery over here? 3 out of 5 are in that battery, none in that battery. Okay, I think maybe what's happening is the electronics are going straight into the battery, which is good because, we want to really sort of bolster our power provisions. So we can then build that kind of, these things here. We can build the orbital radio transmitter thing and the orbital antennas and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is quite slow going. It's slow going getting all that done. But there we go. They will get there. And I think any time now, Nova should arrive at the site of the expedition, because it's been a while since she left. So come on, Nova. Maybe the rain's very difficult. Does the rain make it hard to do ballooning? I don't really know. I don't know much about hot air ballooning. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't know how they sort of control where it goes, to be honest. I don't really know how Nova does that when they go out in it. Because I thought it was just all wind currents. So you went up into the sky and then you just went where the wind was going. But they seem to be able to direct it somehow. Okay, Armory Bay. I scavenged as much scrap metal as I could and found a functioning pulse rifle. Okay, that is good. We like a pulse rifle. That's very handy. And we've got 60 liquid fuel already here. So as soon as she comes back, we can go back out again on another trip, which is brilliant. That's very good. How are we looking over here? Salvaging this thing. Please find fuel in it or electronics. Fuel and or electronics would be completely brilliant. That thing over there, that's got only sort of, what, one more scavenge effort on it. That's got a few more. Come on, Vanessa. Come on, find something good. Find something good with your hitting with a hammer-based scavenging. I don't know how that works, but okay. I'm sure you know what you're doing. It's fine. And you found some scrap metal. Okay, not overly exciting, but it will do. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Where are they coming? Oh, they're all over here. So we've got 2 Junos, 37 Shrieker hatchlings, and 11 explosive Scarabaei. I'm very tempted. Oh, they're really near. They're very nearby. Okay, I'm very tempted to get Yokko to pop into the ShootyBot 5000, stand here, and then bombard them with missiles. That'll take out a good chunk of them, and then just shoot them. I think Yokko can take that. I think Yokko can deal with it before they even come to attack us. I think the ShootyBot 5000 is, it's tough enough and ready enough to go and deal with that little teeny tiny incursion over there. So I think, Yokko, what are you up to right now? Whereabouts? Oh, you're making some clothes. Do you know what? We'll let you finish that. Finish your sewing. So there you go. You work on that. And hang on. No. Did you just stop working on that? No, can you finish that, please? That is a little bit irritating. Sew the t-shirt. Finish the t-shirt, please. And boop. Done. Right, okay, so you can take that wherever it needs to go. You take that, put it into the cupboard of clothing, and then go and board your mech, Yokko. This is where the fun begins, look. You climb into your mech, and then we're going to have to do a bit of a hop over here, but that's fun. In fact, jump really far. Oh, it looks a bit ridiculous when you're on super speed. Okay, and then if we head over to here, look, I don't want to move within range of them with the regular guns, because then they're going to start coming for it. Okay, stand about here then. That should be okay. And then barrage. Just sort of barrage sort of there. That'll do. Just fire some missiles. So here we go. Anytime we like. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to take them all down. And then they're going to come toward us. But we should be fine. And again, if they do get too near, these will kick in. These things will kick in. And we should be okay. I mean, yeah, we're just picking them off from range. Look, it's just easy. Oh, now the local wildlife are getting involved. Okay, Yokko. I mean, yeah, that thing's going to get taken out because we're going to kill it. Okay, down to 1 Juno. That thing's been picked off. That thing is now dead. Okay, do you know what? Just hang on. If we wait a second, we can just do another barrage. We can just go again. If we wait a very short amount of time, we're going to get attacked by, the big thing's coming to attack us. Okay, never mind. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, pick these off. So pick these few little things off. That thing just died. Got some of the Shrieker hatchlings. So pick them off. And then can we just sort of barrage that whole area there? Just get some more missiles on the go, please. So pow, pow, pow. Missile-y, missile-y, missile-y. They've all been blown into pieces. Okay, good. And now we just sort of stand here and get rid of the rest of them, I suppose. Let's walk here, actually. And they are getting a bit near. Go to here. Yokko, kill them all. Cause much in the way of death on these things, because they were just going to come and kill us anyway. We've only got, 7 hatchlings and 1 Scarabaei left. Down to 3. Down to 2. That one's in front of us. That one, I think, is going to be killed in a second. That's down to... Oh, Yokko got to combat 7. She goes up loads in combat when she's in that. Is that what we're waiting to kill? That one thing over there that's a little bit kind of stunned. Okay, fine. Kill it then. What's that? That's a Shrieker hatchling. Oh, it's trying to run away. Oh, okay. I don't think we should let it escape. Because then it might go and bring its friends or something. We'll go and shoot at it. Yokko. Bang, bang, bang. And done. Okay, well done, Yokko. That was incredibly efficient. Walk your way back over there. Did they even get near us? We didn't take any damage at all. I don't think the mech took even a scratch. No. Okay, right, that's fine. Good job. That was super impressive. And then if we just go, like that, and then we can just go, we're at 2 Junos, butcher those, 36 of those, and where are the others? What are they called? The Scarabaei. Where are the Scarabaei? I decided not to pick them. Okay, like that. Do all of that. I think there's some over here as well that for some reason didn't pick up on, but never mind. Yeah, that should do. That should do. And then Nova just kind of comes out going, oh, has Yokko dealt with all that stuff? Oh, okay. Yokko has fainted. Yokko's fainted. And she's fallen out the back of the ShootyBot 5000. Yokko, what are you doing? Carry you to safety. This is no place to have a sleep. Let's get Vanessa to go and rescue Yokko. It's a good job that she fainted then, and not when all these were coming for her, because that would have been somewhat troublesome. Butcher those two as well, please. Yeah, there you go. She can be rescued. Vanessa can do the rescuing. That's all fine. Oh, Yokko, I'm so sorry. I just kind of assumed you'd love to go out there and just do some shooting. I didn't kind of think about how utterly exhausted you were. I do apologise, Yokko. We don't really want to leave the ShootyBot 5000 out there on its own for too long. I'd like it to be over here if possible, because then if we do get attacked again and they come this way, it's sort of in the middle of nowhere, so we could do getting that back. But maybe when Yokko's had a decent night's sleep and she's, back up and raring to go and excited about getting back in the ShootyBot 5000, she can nip out and just sort of rescue it and put it back over here somewhere. She can park it over here in the official great big stompy robot parking space. Oh, look at that. Good news, everybody. Another dog has been born. Oh, wonderful. Yay for another dog, which is definitely not going to make our lives a lot more difficult and stressful. Marvellous. Okay, sorry, that's being a bit mean to the dog. Hello there, new dog. How are you? I hope you're okay. So we set them to train, but now, of course, we need to give them a name, which means we have to go over to the Wheel of Names. And the Wheel of Names landed on Daisy May. So there we go. Welcome, Daisy May, one of many new arrivals, I feel. But there we go. I think there should be enough dog beds around. I think we probably have a spare at least one, if not two, possibly. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it is a bit of a problem, isn't it? I don't quite know where we're going to build the new bit for the dogs. We can't have them sleeping outside because that's just not acceptable. That's not good enough. But I don't know where we can put them, which is near enough to the base for people to look after them, but sort of, on a ground level so they can have all their beds ready. I'm not quite sure where that's going to be, but whatever the case, there we go. Another new dog, and I definitely think we've got another one on the way relatively soon. And then, earlier we saw a thing saying it was, another animal was pregnant. So there's definitely 2 pregnancies right now. I'm not sure if that's all there is, though. But there you go. Never mind. We'll find out. We'll find out as time ticks on. People doing some butchering. That's all very good. Right, Yokko, could you go and get into here, please, Yokko? Could you pop into the ShootyBot 5000 and then just, bring it back over here and park it, please? Because it should live over here. Can we do the whole, can we do the whole leaping thing? But can we do it when you go at top speed? Because it does look very, very daft when you do it at top speed. Boy, oh no, I didn't do it on top speed. There we go. It looks a little bit silly when you do that on top speed. Undraft and dismount. There you go. Leave it alone. And now you can go back and do whatever it was you need to get up to. How's the balloon looking? Right. I imagine it's ready to go again. So, do you know what? Nova, out you go. 2, I don't know. That's got 3. If we're going to try and clear things out, let's go to that one, pick Nova, send on expedition, and just go and look at what's over there. 9 hours to get there. It's going to take a while, but never mind. Off you pop, Nova. Have another lovely trip out. Aren't you spoilt? Okay, Layla's got to farming 9. That's all very good. And we found another tachyon source thing. Okie dokie. Right, so another trip out that we're going to have to make, but that's absolutely fine. I think Nova shouldn't be too far off the other one now. Not too far away, but there you go. So Layla's got up to farming 9. That's really good. And there is a little bit of a thunderstorm going on. Oh, hang on a minute. And a starving animal. Nope. That's never a good thing. Okay, who is it? Daisy May? Oh, no. It's the new dog. Let the new dog have some food, please. Can somebody go and feed Daisy May? Because this has happened before, and we don't want the little animals to get grumpy. Because generally bad things happen. Hang on. Annette's finished doing that. Can you please feed Daisy May? Can you go and do that, please? You go and feed Daisy May. Get them a little bit of food. Get them some dried meat or something. And just, let them have that. There you go, Daisy May. That's for you. Starving animal. Betty's eating the food. That wasn't for you. Betty, that food was not for you. Outrageous behaviour. The amount of dogs... It is getting a tiny bit ridiculous. Look at it. There's just so many of them. There's just so many and they're so massive. We're being completely overwhelmed, but Do you know what? We're going to soldier on. We're going to do what we can to keep the dogs alive. It's all going to be wonderful. Yeah, they've got the insect meat, which again isn't great. It isn't really what we want to put in there because we want the insect meat turned into fuel, really. But never mind, never mind. It's not the end of the world. Can we load that up with something else? Yokko is just having a sit down. That's a lovely Yokko. Could we load that up with something else? Could we bring food? Not enough resources. There's loads and loads of that there. There's loads of dried meat. Do the dogs not eat dried meat? I would have thought the dogs would have eaten the dried meat quite readily. Maybe they don't eat dried meat. And we've just dried it all out. Okay, that could be a bit of an issue, couldn't it? I don't know. How can we see what they eat? I would have thought they'd eat that. They're a carnivore, and it's meat. So I thought they would have gone for that. Okay. Maybe that's not what they have, but I think that's what they just got fed, like sort of manually. That's a bit awkward. Okay, that's going to be our kind of emergency meat. So if we get a starving animal thing, we can just tell somebody to go and grab some of that meat and give it to the starving animal, and that should sort it out. I think maybe that's what we might have to do. But okay, right, bit of a storm going on. We're still a few materials down. We're still 18 electronics down. 18! We've put one more in there. Can we make any more stuff? Electronics. We need silicon and alloys. I think we've got loads of both. Okay, yeah, if we could get on with that, that'd be marvellous. Here we go. Spaceship debris. Right, Nova, what did you find? Okay, a couple of open containers with scratches and tooth marks. We've seen this before, haven't we? Many times. So, first aid kits, soup or grain. Okay, not overly exciting. So first aid kits, we've got 163 of them. That's quite a lot, and we don't really go through them very much. So maybe not the first aid kits. So now it's a choice between soup or grain. Okay, I think we do have a massive pile of grain. Yeah, 980 units of grain. So we don't need grain, so it's going to be the soup again. Yeah, okay, get the soup. Just stock up on soup for a bit. There we go, bring some soup back. Again, not overly exciting. I was hoping for, really wonderful things, all sorts of advanced tech or electronics or even some of those mech core things. They would have been brilliant, wouldn't they? But never mind. Soup is fine, soup is good. Soup means we don't, starve to death or whatever, so I suppose it's quite handy. Okay, this could be quite interesting. So right now, Layla is training Buddy. There is Layla, there is Buddy, and Buddy at the moment has a training level of 7. And they're working their way up to level 8. However, I don't think we get anything from level 8. I don't think there's any point in going from level 7 to level 8 in terms of a training level for a dog. You don't get anything. That there says at training level 5, they can be drafted and controlled in combat. That's quite handy, so we're past that. But I don't think there's any other reason for them to go from level 7 to level 8. It just doesn't do anything, I'm not quite sure. So I think once the dogs get to training level 5, we can tell the survivors not to train them anymore because there's no real point. There's no real point in doing so because it doesn't really give us anything. I mean, it might help with the bonding chance, possibly. I'm not really sure, but I'm not so bothered about that. I'm not that bothered. Really, if they can get to level 5 and then we don't train them, that's going to free up a lot of time for the survivors because there are quite a lot of dogs to go out and train now. I mean, Layla at the minute is wasting her time doing this because nothing is going to come of it. If we just tick time on a bit, so 9.5 there, 9,600, so you don't really get that much from it, look. You don't get that much from it at all in terms of the whole sort of training thing. So I think what we'll do is, can we tell them to do it from here? Can we do that? Yeah, here we go. So level 7. So don't train any of them that are level 5 or above, please, because there's just no point. So that might free up quite a lot of time for the survivors to not have to do that. That's possibly going to help out quite a bit. That might be quite good. Everybody coming over here, doing butchering. This is good. That gets us insect meat. Only 4 insect meat right now. That's because a lot of it is going into the dog food trough. And I'd like to think some of it might be coming over here as well. Oh, not meteor rain. Don't like meteor rain. It makes me sweaty and nervous. Okay, there's a bit falling over there. A bit just crashed down over there somewhere. Can we go and find where that was? It's probably a big smoking wreck. Just there, I think it was. Okay, hang on. Pause time. Pause time. Please don't land in the middle of the base. Please don't land in the middle. I don't think I could cope. If it landed sort of right there and blew all that apart, all the batteries and walls and fridges and freezers and everything else, I'd be very sad. I'd be very sad. I am expecting something bad to happen at some point when we have this. It's going to land, maybe not in the big base itself, but it might land on the plants or the crops or the defences or whatever. I'm sort of paranoid that it is going to happen at some point. We will see. Let's just run time on quickly. In fact, hang on, can we go back out again? Can Nova go back out again? I mean, they do sleep and stuff when they go back out, don't they? So do you know what, Nova? How much fuel have we got? None. Okay, the balloon has all the fuel we have in the world. Let's go and waste it on a fun trip out. We're going to save that until the end, I think. So let's go, in fact, maybe not right at the end. But on the tachyon source. 11 days until that goes away. No, that's fine. That's plenty of time. Let's go and clear that one out then. So Nova, you pop and have a look at that, please. I think a bit just fell over there. A bit fell over there. Got 57 bits of scrap metal. I mean, everybody around... Ooh, there's a bit over there. I don't like it. Nova, dodge the meteors. Don't get hit by a meteor. Oh, and there we go. There we go. The meteor rain has stopped. And now it's just, regular rain. Non-meteor rain. Wet rain. Okay, there we go. And even that stopped. No rain at all now. The rain is cancelled. Okay, the expedition is complete. What did you find? Nova, scrap metal and synthetic textiles. Again, I mean, yeah, we'll take it. It's okay, but we have got quite a lot of those. We've got 585 units of them. I mean, some more is okay. I mean, electronics would have been better, but okie doke. There we go. Right, good job. I mean, I can't criticise you. You don't know what's there, can you? You're doing what you can out and about in the world. But yeah, okay, right. Come back safe, please, Nova, and bring back the potentially not quite as useful stuff. Oh, good. Right, here we go. Whereabouts is this one? Is that you? Is that the new dog? Okay, right. Another new dog. Oh, good, he says through gritted teeth. Right, okay, train that one for a while, please. And of course, we have to give the dog a name, which means we go over to the Wheel of Names. So, courtesy of the Wheel of Names, please welcome Kitty, everybody. And you might be thinking, Kitty, that's a bit of a weird name for a dog. And you would be right, because you don't normally find dogs called Kitty. Kitty is normally reserved for cats, and I would say kittens, probably. But, Joe, what? It went on the Wheel of Names. That's the name that appeared. And that's the name we're going with. And I do happen to know that Kitty was put forward by my good friend Dave over at the Wee Hours. So there you go, Dave. Kitty is in the game now as a dog, which is a little bit weird, but there we go. Kitty is now in Stranded Alien Dawn, and that's all very exciting. So welcome, Kitty. Hello. I do maybe think we need to get some more dog beds in. I just don't know where they can go. I don't know where the dog beds can now go. I'm not quite sure where we can position them. One might be able to fit just there. We could possibly put one there. Yeah, one can fit there, look. So get a little bit of light coming in through the window. That's quite nice. But I think, yes, we are very, very much pushed for space now in terms of dog beds. Okay, right, that's fine. So, right, there we go. Clear that notification out of the way, just so I don't think there's another newborn. Although I suspect maybe there is another one on the way at some point. So let's get Nova back. How are we doing for fuel? No fuel at all. Have we got anything that we can make fuel with? We've got some vegetable oil. And we do have a hefty pile of manure now. Talas is making some electronics. That's all very good. Yokko, insufficient storage space for two fruitcakes. No, we have to store the cakes. Oh, do you know what I didn't check? I didn't check how much soup that Nova brought back from that last trip. I think maybe Nova's brought back quite a lot of soup. I think there's an awful lot of soup in there now. Okay. So the fruitcake is just... I mean, Yokko, come on. I realise that there's no room in it for there, but it's just on the floor. You could tread on that and ruin a delicious fruitcake. Let's make sure the people eat it. People can go and just eat that, please. It's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Where's the bread going to go? Right, we have got quite a lot of food now. We've got an awful lot of food. Where's that stuff there? Pickled vegetables. Okay, do until we have 300 of those now. In fact, 250. That's quite a lot of pickled vegetables for everybody. Kimchi until we have 50, please. And yeah, pickled vegetables again. Bring that down a bit. Bring that down till, what was that one? 250. Yeah, until we have. In fact, you know what? Even 200. That's still quite a lot of pickled vegetables for everybody. That is a huge amount of the pickled veg. Right, okay, so some slight storage issues. but that's okay in terms of that, working our way through the concrete, and the electronics is creeping up ever so slightly, which is good. But yes, back onto the fuel issue. Have we put anything in here? No, because we haven't got any insect meat. I imagine it's all gone to the dogs, has it, as it were? Yeah, possibly. Have we got any other food for them to eat? I don't think we have any other food for the dogs to eat. There is a little bit of insect meat down there. Okay, right, hang on a minute. Sound the alarm, because that generally means bad things are going to happen. Where are we? Sausage palms. Harvest all of those, please. And there is a hefty pile of them over there as well. Sausage palms. Harvest all. Right, that should bring back a lot of food. That should bring back a lot of food that the dogs can have, and it should keep them going for, probably at least a couple of days at this rate. Oh, hang on, we've scavenged something a bit interesting. What's that? That is that a piece of armour? That might be a piece of armour. That is a synthetic vest. Of course it is. Okay, I think if we've got 3 of them, it should be in here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 2 already. So what do we do with that? So heat tolerance increase 5 degrees C, cold tolerance 10 degrees C. That, I think... Hang on, that's better than a t-shirt. That's much better than a t-shirt. We want everybody to have synthetic vests on. Why are we not all wearing synthetic vests? Yeah, they're quite good. They're really good. Why are we not wearing those? Leggings are no good for heat tolerance, whereas these summer pants are a little bit better, but okay. But yeah, that is better for heat tolerance, and it gives you blunt deflection and piercing deflection, which seems like quite a good thing. Okay, right. Nova, you're going to go out on yet another trip out, Nova. So would you, after you finish doing the important job of, making some sticks, which is key to everything, would you like to nip over here and pop on a synthetic vest? Because it might help you stay alive for a bit longer, particularly if you get involved in fights out and about or whatever. Right, have we got any fuel? There's none there. And there's none there. Okay, wonderful. Back to the whole fuel situation thing. Although, there is a tachyon source, isn't there? Who do you want to go and send out to look at the tachyon source? Who shall we pick? I don't think Talas has been out, has he? I don't think he's looked at a tachyon source to get the skill increase thing. So maybe we'll send Talas out, and then Yokko, and then Jailer for the other ones. But yeah, I should have made a note, really. But yeah, I think Talas hasn't got a skill improvement from the tachyon source yet. So we'll send Talas out. Now, the only thing is, where are we going to get the fuel from? Talas, if you want to have a trip out, you might have to go and do some work for it. So, okay, you're handling a furnace. That's okay, I suppose. Not enough resources. Okay, you're going to have to go make some fuel from manure. I'm very sorry, but that's just the way it is, and that's how it's going to have to be. You're doing that. In fact, Nova, yeah, okay, you're transporting that. That's also very good. Could you come down here and do the vegetable oil thing on both of those? Do that twice, please. A few people in the comments said that we should have upped our handling, and people will go and do this. They go and do this kind of wood and oil press thing. I think it's crafting. I'm fairly sure it's a crafting thing, people in the comments, because when they're using it, if we wait for Nova to arrive, eventually at some point, yeah, it does say crafting. It's not a handling thing, it's a crafting thing, I'm fairly sure. So there you go, you've made a bit of that, which is good. And then what we'll do is we'll tell Nova to then go and craft some liquid fuel after she's worked on that bit. So make the actual sort of oil stuff and then go make fuel out of the vegetable oil. There you go. That'll keep you busy for a while. Talas is doing electronics. Nova is now... Hang on a minute. Nova. That's You're both making electronics. Again, that is very good. It's really good. But we don't really want you to do that. Hang on. What we'll do is, can you do that? Can you go and work on that? Jailer, can you craft liquid fuel, please? Yes, you can. Go on, go and make us some liquid fuel and enjoy that. Okay, another attack is on the way. 8 scissor hands, 17 overgrown scarabei, and 50 poisonous scarabei. Again, I think our defences, plus the ShootyBot 5000 piloted by Yokko, should be able to deal with that. I think that should be okay. The scissor hands might be a little bit of a nuisance, but I think we have enough firepower to deal with them before they get too far through the corridor bit. So we should be okay. How are we doing with that? There is 10 fuel just there. Can we put that back into the balloon? Are we going to make any more fuel? Jailer, I know you want to go and eat some food, but before you do that, would you like to make some fuel out of purest manure? I'm sure you would. I'm sure you woke up this morning and thought, I hope I get chosen to make some fuel out of manure. And no way is that process going to be completely, utterly horrible. So, yeah, here we go. You go and do that, please, jailer. And then that means we can send Talas away on a fun trip in the balloon. Somebody new gets to go on a little balloon trip. Won't that be nice? Just relies on you doing that. So you get that sorted. And then, yeah, we'll send Talas away. I'm not worried about the attack. I'm not that worried. I think it'll be fine. Jailer is now ravenously hungry. She is going to go and equip some shoes. Okay. Okay, Annette, you're transporting a lot of definitely not meat bananas. I have an idea what you could do with those. Okay, the animal attack has begun. Hang on a minute. Annette, can you bring food to that, please? And then Yokko, can you go and board your mech? That's going to be brilliant. And then everybody else, just stay indoors. I don't think we need to get involved. I don't think we need to get bothered by this. I think by the time they are coming from that way, but also they can't get round the walls or whatever. They can't sort of get through them. So they're going to come round this way. So, I mean, Yokko is going to start picking them off before they even get nearby. Before they get remotely nearby. Oh, Talas, the balloon's full. Talas, would you like to go on a fun trip out? Where's the tachyon source thing? I did want to try and clear these down. I want to get the control module debris thing looked at, because I don't know what that's about. Right, Talas, you can go on a fun trip out. Go and look at a tachyon source. In no way does that sound horribly dangerous, and possibly a little bit silly to go and look at, because we don't really understand it. One of our freezers has gone wrong. Okay, we're just picking them off. Yokko's just stood there firing at them, picking them off. This is good. These are all just being picked off. The big shooty guns have now kicked in. The lasers have kicked in. Scissor hands are still all the way at the back, I think. Are any coming in from a different angle? No. They're all sort of coming along this side of the base. And they're all being picked off. This is fine. Yokko is doing a grand job. In fact, do you know what, Yokko? Could you do a spot of barraging of... Oh, it's a bit close. Just there, maybe? Could you do that, possibly? Are we going to catch a few in the barrage? Not damaging our own stuff, I don't think. But okay, there we go. Where is the starving animal? Zelda is starving. Okay, who would like to go and give Zelda some food? Annette, give Zelda some food, please. Feed Zelda post-haste. We don't want an angry dog. That would be bad. There's not that much left now in the way of animals. They are getting through a little bit, actually. They're getting through. Okay, hang on. I think if they're going to come back round this way, Yokko can probably target that thing. Yokko can pick on that. Yokko looks a little bit lost. Yokko? Oh no, hang on. That got shot. There's 3 animals left. But for some reason they're hanging out in some trees over here. What? Why are you so far away? That one's been really badly injured. That one's just far away. And that one is just, again, far away. Okay. Right. Yokko, as soon as that one comes... Oh, Annette. Where's Annette? You're fleeing. You're fleeing the thing that's on the other side of the walls. Ah, terrifying thing. Yeah, that one is now dealt with. I think what we'll do is, Yokko, where are you? Undraft and dismount. You can go to bed, and we'll just let the automated defences deal with the final 2, because look, they're slow and just terrible. So this is all fine. We'll butcher that for a bit of meat. That should be good for the dogs. And yeah, where's the last one? just make its leisurely way over to its inevitable demise. Okie doke, fine, be like that. Right, scissor hands, butcher, scarabée, butcher, that, butcher. A few over here that we didn't pick up for some reason. Scissor hands, butcher those, butcher that, and also use that manure as well, because why not? There we go. I think that should be all of them, I think. Let's run time on nice and quick and just get this, let's get this final one dealt with, shall we? Now come along here, and it's been melted by some lasers. Okie dokie. Butcher that one. There we go. That was not too troublesome, to be fair. I mean, really, the ShootyBot 5000 is completely brilliant. Look at that, kills. 123 kills in its lifetime. I've not even had it that long. Hang on. What's happening there? Is that alive? Is there something alive down here? I don't know. There was something that looked like it was bleeding out. But I think it's fairly dead now. If it wasn't dead before, it's quite dead now. And Yokko got to combat 8. Because Yokko just guns down all of the things. Wonderful. Oh, crikey. We get rid of one expedition and then another appears. Okay, so we've completed the tachyon source. Okay. Oh, hang on, this is different. This is not what I was expecting. I found an experimental brainwashing machine. Oh, good. Definitely plug that into your head. The scientific logs show that it was expected to kickstart intelligence in non-sapient life forms, but yielded unpredictable results. The system seems operational, but its power source has enough charge for a single operation. What should I do? Use it. 75% chance to become obtuse. 25% chance to become a genius. So, is obtuse, make yourself smarter, lose obtuse trait, gain... Are you obtuse already, Talas? I can't quite recall all of your properties. No. Okay. Oh, I see, right. Okay, no, that's a different option. So 2 is you're already obtuse, so you can make yourself, you lose the trait. And 3 is a genius, you reach your top potential and you max out your intellect, or you can dismantle it, or you can just leave it be for now. What does obtuse do? Have we got anybody that is obtuse? Can we find out what that does? Obtuse will not do research or observation tasks. Oh, you're quite good at that. You're quite good at that. What's your intellect? Incapable. You're not going to do... And that's Nova. Hang on a minute. No, Talas. Talas is an intellect of 6. He's quite smart, is Talas. So if he becomes obtuse... he might possibly rule himself out of doing all the kind of observation and research stuff. But then, I mean, other people can do that. Vanessa's got 10. Talas is our other kind of primary clever person, though, isn't he? Is that a bit risky? But then he could... There's a 25% chance that he becomes a genius. It's too much of a risk. If it was 50-50, I'd probably go for it. But 75% chance for a bad thing. No. Do you know what? Let's dismantle it. Dismantle the thing and bring back all the goodies. And then, burning cruise vessel. Okay, so now there is a burning cruise vessel out there somewhere. Okay, hang on a minute. Whereabouts is that? 4 days to go and look at that one. But we haven't got the balloon right now. Okie doke, fine. We'll go and look at that. I wanted to get the other thing done. I wanted to go and look at the, whatever it is, the control module thing. See what that was all about, but unfortunately that's not going to happen, is it? Because we've got 4 days to get enough fuel and go and look at the cruise ship thing. Okay, a couple of things happening. Number 1, extreme heat wave, little bit of a bother, but it's sort of okay. I mean, it is the dry season, so we sort of come to expect that. And as long as our air conditioners are okay, it should keep the main base nice and cold. And I think everything out here is sort of okay in the heat. It might grow a bit slower, but we're okay. We have plenty of food. However, falling spaceship debris is the other thing that's happening. Where is it going to fall? Please don't fall on the base. It's quite near to the base. Okay, it's over there. It could potentially fall on the definitely not me bananas, which could be a little bit of a bother because we need those for the dogs. Okay, let's see. Where's it going to tumble down? Yeah, okay, right. Yes, it's taken out quite a lot of the definitely not meat banana trees. The only good thing is, that's quite nearby. That's very, very close by. So we should be able to nip out, scavenge it, and then come back fairly quickly. It's not a great big long walk like it is to get to these things over here. Look, if I hang on, that one's ready for salvaging. No, don't do that one now. Get rid of that one, actually. Do the one that's nearer to us, because it's quicker. Then we're going to get more stuff out of it quicker, which is good. And how we're looking for fuel on that thing, 20 out of 30. Nova. Transport your sticks. Would you like to make some fuel out of manure? Of course you would. It's what you dream of every night. Okay, there we go. I think the balloon now has 30 fuel, which is good. Okay, Nova, would you like to nip out and take a look at the burning cruise vessel? I mean, maybe there's a survivor in there. Maybe somebody survived the fall out of a cruise ship. Nova, go and find out. Please tell us that there are people in there, because that would be wonderful. That would be very exciting. We'll have to wait a while, because Nova is appreciating a statue of a dog, which is very important. But also, can we go and look at the spaceshipy stuff, please? Let's go get some food. Okay, right, you stock up and then head out on your fun journey. And we have another newborn dog. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Wolfageddon is definitely here. Although, they have headed over right to the food trough and they're getting food. So they're not going to complain about being hungry anytime soon, which is good. So, right, hang on a minute. Wait there, cruise vessel expedition. Right. train you up, please, absolutely. And now we need to give you a name, which of course means we have to head over to the Wheel of Names again. So thanks to the Wheel of Names, we can now welcome Jack to the settlement. Hello, Jack. How are you? Welcome aboard. Another new dog for us to look after and feed and train and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? It's not your fault, Jack. It's not your fault. You're very welcome here. You're very lovely, and I'm sure you'll fit in just fine. So there we go. Our third new dog, which means now I think it's probably worth checking. How many was it? So Zelda's 10, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so Zelda's the 10th. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We now have 18 dogs for 7 survivors. Everything is fine. Okay, right, so clear that. And then, yes, expedition complete. Burning cruise vessel. I recognise the shape of a cruise ship, or at least what's left of it, after the monstrous crash. Okay, so don't waste time. Look for survivors. Nova, you're okay. You've got a fancy suit of armour on, and you've got a kind of a breathing mask thing, which should help you out a bit. So, yeah, go and look for survivors. And my lungs soon filled with smoke as I was making my way around the crash, looking for survivors. You've got a literal gas mask thing. We've given it to you specially for this reason. I covered my nose and mouth as best I could and kept looking for the longest time, but I didn't find anyone. I'll head back now. Okay, so this thing, this respirator mask, ensures safe breathing during toxic air events and dust storms. Can you not use that when there's some smoke? Okay, right, that seems a bit weird, but okay, right, fine. So Nova's now a little bit injured. She's going to come back and be a little bit under the weather. Okie doke. Oh, we've scavenged some sort of exciting weapon. That's quite good. What is that exactly? What's one of those then? Hang on a minute. Do we have one of those? That's a pulse rifle. Okay, that's pretty good. So, Annette's got the fancy laser pistol. I mean, Yokko, you don't really need a shooty gun, because you have a gigantic stampy robot, but it might be worth possibly giving you a slightly better weapon just in case, I don't know, you fall out the robot or something, you're surrounded. Maybe get yourself a pulse rifle. Just go and grab one of those, just, to maybe give yourself a tiny bit of a better chance of survival in case something really bad happens. I don't know, but I don't really think you're going to need it particularly. But there we go. Right, so back comes the thing. Is Nova okay? Is Nova okay now? Yeah, she's absolutely fine. She's recovered from all of the issues she had, and everything is all good. Okay, wonderful. So what do we have left in terms of expeditions? We've got now some bits of cruise ship. 5 more visits to that. I'm trying to get through these game. I'm trying to clear these out. And then spaceship debris, and then the control module debris. Okay, right. What we're going to do is, how much fuel have we got now? None at all. How much is in the balloon? None. Okay, it might take a while to get that done. So we're going to finish up for now, because I think we have done quite a lot of stuff, even though it doesn't really look like we have. We've not sort of changed the base too drastically, but we have been working on a lot of things. So I think we'll wrap things up for now, and then we'll come back next time, and that might well be one of the first things we try to focus on. I think, yeah, we nip out and look at whatever that is, because it could be very handy. I mean, hopefully it's a gigantic pile of electronics. We bring back 4,000 electronics and everything is all good, and we can just make electronic things forevermore. That'd be wonderful, but I don't know what to expect from that. So we'll go and do that, I think. And then, yeah, we'll go and do that as well. That's going to the 3 visits, though. Crikeys. Okay, so there is plenty out there, but we have at least been out quite a lot of times in the balloon. The balloon has been very, very busy indeed. So I think, yeah, we'll carry on with a few more trips next time. And then, yeah, when we've got all this kind of stuff set up, and they have put the extra 2 solar panels in over there, which is good, and they did get that battery done as well. That battery was nearly done. I was watching this quite carefully. So Talas made a piece of electronics, and no sooner was it finished and you're ready to go than that battery broke. That battery malfunctioned. So he took it to that one to fix it rather than putting it into there, which would have actually allowed that battery to be completed, which was a little bit of a bother, but never mind. So we'll try and get all that done as well. So get those 4 things in, get that solar panel in, get that battery in, and then I think we can put in these things here. So get the orbital radio desk in, and then get the orbital antennas in as well. Although they are quite big. They are quite big. I mean, maybe they might have to go just here. They might have to sort of try and slot into this place over here. If we can. They're a little bit cumbersome, but we will make them fit somewhere, and it's going to be fine. So I think maybe that's what we try and do next time. And then possibly bolster our defences ever so slightly over here as well. If we can get round to that, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, plenty to do, but I think we are doing okay. Yeah, I think really the next big step is getting that thing in. I think that's got to be our next sort of the next big goal, just to see what that gives us. Just see what happens with that. Rescue pods, supply crates, other exciting bits and bobs. So we will see what we can do next time with orbital stuff when we come back. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Stranded Alien Dawn. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Look at Swain's hat. Oh, it's worth it just for the hat. Oh, it's so pointy. Oh my goodness me. Okay, right, we might have to deploy the decency mugs there. Things are going to get a bit weird, everybody. Buckle yourselves in. I am in the throes of ecstasy, aided by a shoe. He's kept his hat on.